What's up, guys? Today for this video, I wanted to share you 15 plus one bonus way to network in an out-of-the-box, non-traditional way that will make you stand out and also allow you to really increase the amount of strong connections you have. So this is inspired by Jesse Itzler. I learned this in the mentorship, and I have a few of my own as well. The very first one is have a Hot 25 list, okay? So this is a list of the top 25 people who can move the needle forward in your business, people who are very important for you to network and who you've already put on your radar and people who you want to put in your radar. Then what you do is periodically, and I mean put in your calendar, actually have a schedule where you just check in with them. You give them a phone call, you send them a text, you shoot them an email, and you don't ask for anything, but you just say hello and just make sure that you know how you doing. And that means when you actually have a request, you're not coming out of the blue, but they actually, you're kind of fresh in their mind, and you want to be top of mind. Very important. So Hot 25 list. Okay, next, we're in 2019. If you email someone, you're probably not going to get a response because I'll tell you right now, wealthy people, they have people manage. If you give a cold call to someone, there's secretaries who are trained to not answer your phone call. You saw it with mine. It was a big fail. But what really does work is DMing, okay? I noticed a lot of influencers and successful people, they're still using their own social medias. So if you send them an Instagram DM and you give a compelling, by the way, the last line of your DM is what they see in bold. And so last line of your DM has to be a good call to action, okay? CTA has to lure them in. You're more likely gonna get a response. And also keep it short when you're cold to anything, because you don't want people to get overwhelmed and just not look at it because it's too much. The next one is number 3, have a hometown restaurant, okay? And this is literally what I mean. To have a place, specifically a restaurant, where you can invite your potential clients or customers into, where everyone knows you, the business owner knows you, the waiters know you, and you're the boss there. And this way, when someone comes in, that gives you so much leverage because people like to be around cool people. It's an emotional trigger. And if you want, you can actually even chip in a couple bucks, have the restaurant owner in on the side, and any place would be willing to do this, but really nail down, know the menu, know what's good, and then, kind of lead the show whenever your customers are there. And just bring everyone there. It's kind of like the Seinfeld thing, but it actually will work, okay? Number 4, the 3 C's. Console, congratulate, compliment, okay? Console means that whenever your potential customer is having a problem, then you can be there for them as a human being. This is also for regular relationships as well. The next one is congratulate. So congratulate is, whenever, let's say one of their kids won a track run or a soccer game or something, you congratulate them and tell them how genuinely excited you are for them. The next one is compliment. So obviously an occasional compliment is always welcomed as well, but you don't want to do this one too much or else it's going to come across as flattery and they're going to know that you want something from them, okay? The next one is number 5. Hotspots are free, okay? This doesn't mean your phone connection or Wi-Fi, but what it means is go to places that people congregate around that are successful. So Jesse was using the example of the Beverly Hills Hotel. He found out that you can go to the bar or the restaurant over there without being a member. So he just made that his office, and he showed up there every single day. And what ends up happening is, even if you don't approach everyone every time, your face becomes familiar. And sometimes people will walk up to you and you actually become a sponge. And you can attract these people into your life just by doing that. But it's also a good place to just know where everyone is. And you can also watch how these people work, see their formalities, see how they live their daily lives. And I think Grant Cardone or another one of these big influencers said that you should go to these places and start to feel successful before you're successful. But there's a lot of benefits to going to these hotspots. Number 6, buy the cheap seats. Okay, so this one is directly something that I did on my channel. I went to 10X and I bought $70 student price seats, and then I social hacked my way into VIP. What you want to do is make sure that you're at the venue where all these people are, and you just use that for networking. Who cares how much you spent? You don't have to be in the box at a baseball game. But if you know someone who can move the needle forward, is gonna be there, then get yourself into the door, foot in the door, and then you don't even have to be at your seat the entire time, but mingle the entire time. And that's gonna be really huge. Here's a kicker, number 7, direct mail. Send handwritten letters to anyone that you care about, whether it's business, family, friends. It shows intent. It shows that you had to pick up a pen, you had to write, you had to, if you messed up a word with a pen, you had to redo it. And it just shows that you care. And by the way, you probably will remember the last time someone sent you a direct handwritten letter, because they're extremely memorable, and I think that they're underutilized right now, and this is a huge opportunity that no one else is doing. So send those handwritten letters and stand out among your peers. Number 8, stand up before meetings. If you ever have a meeting, then it's really respectful to stand up before starting. And this is just something that you have to just add as in practice. Jesse said that whenever he was running his business, he wouldn't sit down even for 45-minute meetings, because when someone walks into the room, you can just give them a quick handshake and show intent, show energy, and dive in. It's just psychologically being proactive rather than reactive, and it all goes together. Number 9, follow up on everything, even if you fail. Okay? So this one's huge, because let's say you go through an interview and you didn't do well, follow up anyways, ask for feedback, because what will happen is more times than what you expect, you're actually going to turn a lot of your no's into yeses. When I was trying to get an internship for my software engineering career path, I managed to get a yes from my interviewer when I had originally gotten rejected. So you can these people are human beings. So whenever you meet someone, send them a text after saying it was great meeting you. Or if you talk with your client on a random day, send them a follow-up showing the notes and saying how excited you are. Number 10, do the unexpected. In other words, under promise, over deliver. Okay? If you not only do your job, but you over deliver and you do things that your clients weren't expecting, that is how you create loyalty. Okay? That's why it's so important to set expectations, because right now where I'm at, you have to make sure that your clients know exactly what they expect out of you, and then you can do more than that. But if you promise them the world, then nothing's going to make them happy. So expectations are very important. That's for a separate topic though. Number 11, always be a connector. All right? So this is another huge skill to have. If you see Joe, Joe's this guy here, marries this girl over here, they're perfect for each other. Connect them, okay? And I'm not just talking about relationship-wise, business-wise. If this guy wants to, he's an advertising guy, and he needs a guy to do the copy. A guy who writes copy, connect them. And the best part is, don't ask for anything in return. Don't look for an incentive. Just do it. And enough times, you're going to get severe benefits from it. Number 12, if you have to be somewhere, show up and be present. Okay? Let's say that there's something on your calendar that's equivalent to vegetables for most people on a plate. You have to be there. You ever have these rocks in your life, but you're just like, ugh, I really just wish I didn't have to do this. Instead of complaining, take advantage of the situation, because what can happen is you might meet someone there that could change your life drastically. So look at it as a potential networking opportunity. No matter what you're doing, you can always expand. Number 13, stay late. This is when I learned, actually. Be the first one there and be the last person to leave, because the people who are the cool guys are always showing up late and leaving late. So you're gonna meet a lot more people that can move the needle forward if you just wait till everyone leaves. That's how you can create these opportunities for yourself, because people are gonna look at you as the cool guy if you're the guy who's waiting till everyone's gone. 14, write a proper email. Okay, guys? Make sure your emails are very concise. The subject line is a lure, and it's in an interesting, it sparks curiosity. But most importantly, pretend that you're the recipient, okay? And you're opening this, would you open this email first? And if you open this email, would you respond? So always ask those two questions to yourself when you're writing an email. And number 15 is be known for something. Develop a reputation for one thing and be that specialist, okay? And here's a bonus one, okay? Number 16. Whenever you meet someone in person, when you share with them your information, have them take a selfie with you and then send that to each other. Because I can promise you, 2 weeks later, you open up the random phone number and then you see the picture, it's gonna trigger a memory in your head. You're gonna remember exactly how the conversation went. Maybe not all the words, but you'll remember how that person made you feel and whether that person's worth your time. And I hope these helped you. Have an amazing day. And please, if you like this, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, smash that notification bell. Have an amazing day.